If you're trying to lose weight, you will want to pay attention to some new research offering advice to the best times of the day to eat. The study finds only eating between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. help participants lose weight more than those eating during a 12-hour window. It was published in JAMA Internal Medicine. Good Housekeeping Deputy Nutrition Director and registered dietitian Stefani Sassos is here to discuss the study and how you can apply it to your life. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so this is quite the eye-catching headline.
Yes, for sure.
What did this study actually find?
Yeah, so it looked at about 90 participants, ended up being about 60 when all was said and done that completed it. And there were two separate groups, like you mentioned. The first group was the control group. They ate about 12 hours or more a day, and they had to restrict about 500 calories less than normal. And the second group was these early eaters, where they were eating from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Same thing, they also had to restrict about 500 calories a day. And we found both groups lost weight, but there was more weight loss in that early eating group. And the reason why these researchers did this, time-restricted eating or intermittent fasting, it's not new, right?
Right.
But this early window, there are certain circadian rhythms in metabolism. Think things like insulin sensitivity and the thermic effect of food that are optimized earlier in the day.
Okay.
Did the researchers mention that from 3 p.m. on, when you're not eating, people do a lot of hanging out, socializing, watching TV? I mean,
happy hour.
What's the crabbiness level that happens? You put money in the swear jar, I think, for that period, right?
Yeah.
Totally. Well, that's the bottom line, right? Is it sustainable and can you stick with it, right? You basically say goodbye to any social life. And I think in the summer, we're all going to barbecues. Most of them start at 2 or 3. Are you going to be stuffing hamburgers in your face at 2:59? It's not totally sustainable, right? But people actually did see an improvement in mood, which was interesting in the 14 weeks. And look, you're losing weight, you're feeling good. But when it comes down to maintaining it, most of these people said it wouldn't really be something that would be effective in the long term. And only 8 people said they could stick to the 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. window, which is really interesting.
Right, because there are parents eating with their kids. There are shift workers who work overnight. I thought it was so interesting. You pointed out the increased mood effects and also a reduction in blood pressure. Why would that be?
Yeah, so with blood pressure, we know as your weight increases, your blood pressure increases as well. And even losing as much as 10 pounds can really make considerable differences in your blood pressure. So there definitely is incentive with that. But weight is not the ultimate determinant of health. And I really want to stress that, right? There are so many other things like your cholesterol, your blood sugar levels that really impact our health in the long term. And think about 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Are you eating junk food the whole time or are you eating nutritious, wholesome foods, right? That's really what it boils down to in terms of longevity.
How much of this is just about following a system, any system, over a prolonged period of time?
I think intermittent fasting is so attractive to so many people because it's just start eating at this time and stop eating at this time. You're not tracking calories, you're not counting macros, right? But maybe you can take the research and the findings from this study and implement certain things into your own life, right? So maybe you say, okay, at 8 p.m., I'm going to stop eating for the rest of the night and cut out that late night snacking, right? Or I'm not going to eat overnight. That's a big thing. Back when I was in private practice, a lot of people eat in the middle of the night. It's a huge issue.
Don't people sleep in the middle of the night? They go to bed and they wake up and
Wake up for a snack,
and then
Tony.
they go
Come
back
on.
to sleep.
Don't act like you've never.
I sleep right through.
Okay,
What?
all right.
I think, look, I have a young baby, so I'm up in the middle of the night, right?
Okay,
and
special
so
scenario.
You're tempted to maybe grab something from the fridge,
Something to snack on.
It's very, very common, but it really is important to try and keep that overnight fast because that's going to help you sleep better, improve your mood, your weight, all the above.
Okay, so when it comes to these time-restricting diets or eating schedules, how do you do it in a healthy way?
Yeah. So I think you have to look at your particular lifestyle, your job, for example, right? You guys are probably waking up super early. So maybe this window could work for you. But someone who's at a normal 9 to 5, maybe you put something like 12 to 8 or 10 to 6 might be a better window. And ultimately, like I said, it's about the quality of the foods you're eating. I can't stress that enough, right?
Yeah.
Making sure that you're filling that window with nutritious, wholesome foods to help you prevent chronic disease. And really, calories are not just a calorie. The quality of those calories matters.
Gotcha.
And you got to think about what it's doing to the earth, right, Nate?
That's true. You heard my talk on the table.
All right, Stefani, Deputy Director of Nutrition and Good Housekeeping, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.